Hello, today is part 2 of Tesla Model 3 mudflap installation. Today we're going to remove this extension piece. It's been too low, scraping on the ground. And so the tools we're going to use are the channel locks and screwdriver. And you can see I've already removed one here. So on this side, again, you have to turn the wheel so you can get to it. You can see how low it is. We've put 1,000 miles on it and really scraped a lot of the road. So in order to get this thing off, it comes off pretty easily. I remove the dirt, and then you have to find the little detent in these push pins in order to get the screwdriver head into that. You should be able to push, so it's on that side. It'll be easier for you when you install it to have them facing you. And you use the screwdriver, flathead screwdriver to pull that internal piece out. And when it comes out that far, you can use the pliers or channel locks to pull the inner pin out. Next, you'll use the same screwdriver piece to take out the other part of the pin. Just get it going. As soon as you can get pliers onto it, I'd recommend using the pliers to take that out. And those two pieces are going to be put back together. It's important that you don't push the two pins together. That's how it actually expands and works. So we're going to do it with the internal piece as well. This one was a little bit trickier. We got it started. Pull the internal pin out. Use our pliers to pull it all the way out. There it is. And we'll use the flathead screwdriver again to work that pin out. Came out pretty easily. This removes pretty fast. There is no residue from my experience, but there was a lot of debris behind that mud flap. So the reassembly actually goes a lot easier without that extra plastic flap in there. I was able to push the pins together, and I'm filming this with one hand, so another hand to sort of start assembling those two pieces of those pins. You can see how they work, and it's important that you don't push them in all the way because that's how they actually hold into the vehicle. So I'm inserting the first one. You'll see that in a second. And then here's the second one. It goes in really easy, and then you push the pin in. You can do it that way as well. You put the main body in, and then you can push the pin in. They go in really easy. And that's how you remove the extension piece or put in just the initial. This is how it looks now without the extra extension. I think it looks sharp, looks good. Definitely not gonna hit any speed bumps or just apexes of road as I've been doing with the extension piece on. So if I had 18-inch wheels like I do, you can see here I would actually modify the mud flap before putting it on. I won't be able to put these on because they'll need fresh tape. All you really need is a way to measure. I use a speed square, which I'd recommend, my trusty meat shears, which do a great job of cutting, and a pencil. And so first thing I'll do with showing you with one hand here free is that I will measure 1.5 inches close to both sides of the extension piece, the mud flap, and then I will draw a line. You could see here the line that's created, and the important thing here is that it looks correct to you. I will use the meat shears. The meat shears cut really easy. I'd recommend using these over a blade. And you can see here, even with one hand, I'm able to apply enough pressure to just kind of cut into it. So I'm going to set the phone down and cut that along the line. You can see here, pretty easy. Was able to remove that. I'm going to actually put it on top and make a template so that I can have the same radius. I'm going to trace that radius with my pencil. And that mud flap does flare out a little bit, so as you get up to the top of that radius, you may have to draw another line to follow. I'll use the meat shears. Again, you can see it's pretty easy to make a quick corner, just like cutting. These quality meat shears, I use quite a bit for a lot of my projects. I'd recommend it, but not the ones that you use in the kitchen. Get yourself one that you can use in your garage or workspace. And so here you go. You can see without a lot of work, I was able to modify these and take 1.5 inches off. So this is how it would look mocked up with that reduction. I think I might put these on later, but I just wanted to show you all how that would look. I think it would look nice. If I were to do this all over again, I'd modify them first and then install. I hope you enjoyed this